Hello, and welcome back. Today we have Platinum Review number 70, God of War, Ghost of Sparta. Developed by Ready at Dawn and published by Sony Computer Entertainment, Ghost of Sparta was originally released in 2010 for the PSP. A remastered version was released in 2011 as part of the Origins collection for the PlayStation 3, which is the version that I played. Set in between the events of God of War and God of War 2, Ghost of Sparta begins with Kratos, the new God of War, sitting upon his freshly claimed throne, agonizing over his painful past.
Kratos, the ghost of Sparta, had taken his place amongst the Olympians as the god of war. The bloodshed, the relentless battles, had finally brought him here. Ares was dead, and though Olympus beckoned, visions of his mortal existence still haunted him. Kratos, help me. Kratos knew that this was not a mere vision. For with the gods, nothing was ever as it seemed.
This time, his thoughts linger on his deceased brother and mother. Kratos doesn't trust the gods and seeks out clarity on his visions.
This is not a wise course of action, Kratos. It was a dream, nothing more.
The visions still haunt me, Athena. The visions you promised to take away. But this vision, I can change.
Perhaps it is a vision best left unchanged. There is more to this than you know. Please.
Despite Athena's words of caution, Kratos angrily defies her wishes and heads to Atlantis in search of answers. Not long after setting sail, Kratos is attacked, and the player is reacquainted with the basic controls and techniques of combat. Utilizing the badass Blades of Chaos, Kratos can unleash light attacks, heavy attacks, or grab enemies with a variety of available combinations and strategies. In addition, he can dodge, block, parry, counter-strike, launch enemies into the air, or tackle them to the ground. Once an enemy is defeated, they will release red orbs, which serve as currency for purchasing upgrades. If damaged in battle, green orbs will refill Kratos' health meter. With a bunch of options at his disposal, Kratos fights Scylla, a giant sea monster summoned by Poseidon to prevent travel to Atlantis. At times, quick-time events will appear, with timely button inputs required to take out powerful foes. After Scylla retreats, Kratos continues towards Atlantis, where he soon finds a special chest containing a Gorgon eye. Finding 5 of these will increase Kratos' health meter, so be sure to explore every nook and cranny for hidden chests. Now, Kratos platforms and battles his way through ancient ruins, fighting countless enemies and solving environmental puzzles. Along the way, Kratos passes the temple of Thanatos, the god of death, before continuing to traverse the ruins of Atlantis.
The Temple of Thanatos, the god of death, a vestige of a long-forgotten time. Erected before the rule of the Olympians, this temple was not placed here by mortal hands. Within its walls lay a passage to the domain of death.
After a while, Kratos reaches the Temple of Poseidon, a monument to the god of the seas.
In the distance stood the Temple of Poseidon, a monument erected by the Atlanteans to the greatness of their protector, the god of the seas.
Know thyself, and your path shall be revealed.
Upon opening the temple doors, Kratos finds himself confronted with memories of his childhood.
Come, brave Spartans. The battle is done. Kratos, bring Deimos inside.
How I have missed you, Kratos.
What treachery is this? Another trick of the gods?
No, my son. It is me.
It turns out that his mother Callisto is still alive, but she is not the only one.
Your father brought me here. I have waited so long. Your brother does not have much time.
Deimos?
He lives, trapped in torment, deep in death's domain.
But he's gone. You told me that he was...
I'm sorry. I had no choice but to lie. You must listen now. The Temple of Ares in Sparta holds the secret that will lead to your brother.
Kratos' brother Deimos still lives, trapped within the domain of death. Kratos is understandably upset, but his mother was forced to lie by Kratos' father.
Cannot be. Why? Why would you do this?
Your father forbid me to tell
My
you.
father? Who is my father?
Before Kratos can react to the news of his father's identity, Callisto transforms into a deformed and violent beast, forcing Kratos to fight her to the death.
Finally, I am free. Find your brother, Kratos. Go to Sparta. Find Deimos. He needs you.
Mother. What have I done?
With her last breath, she released the weight of her burden and finally found the peace she had long sought. But for Kratos, the rage was almost palpable.
Although his mother is free of her burden, Kratos is devastated and further angered at the gods, determined to find the truth about Deimos. So he heads towards Sparta in search of answers. As a reward for knowing thyself, Kratos obtains the first magical ability of the game, the Eye of Atlantis. With this, he can send a blast of electricity towards his enemies, while becoming temporarily invulnerable. Contained within special chests are phoenix feathers that work the same as Gorgon eyes, but finding 5 of these will increase Kratos' magic meter. Unfortunately, before Kratos can get very far, Scylla returns and drags him through the depths until re-emerging, surrounded by molten lava. To escape, Kratos must traverse the volcanic and industrial ruins, where new dangerous enemies lie in wait. Deep within the fiery caverns, Kratos encounters the Titan Thera.
It has been long since our kind waited for the one destined to free us. Gaia foretold of our salvation, Ghost of Sparta.
I have not come here for you or your kind.
Do not be so naive, Kratos. Your path led you to me. You need my help.
I need nothing from you, Thera.
If you do not free me, then you will share my fate. You will die here with me.
Kratos has no interest in helping Thera, but he does have an interest in obtaining her power. For a trophy, you must slowly and carefully rotate the joystick to keep Thera screaming for a minute. Once the trophy is yours, set Thera free to unlock the ability to engulf the Blades of Chaos in powerful flames.
What have you done before? What have you done before?
Certain heavily armored enemies will be resistant to regular attacks. Striking enemies with Thera's Bane will not only break the powerful armor, but it will also leave behind a spark that explodes in a follow-up blast of damage. With this new power at his command, Kratos continues to fight his way through the burning ruins, but even within the core of the volcano, Kratos isn't free from Scylla. Finally, Scylla is put down for good, and Kratos returns to the surface.
The battle with Scylla had shaken the very foundation of Poseidon's kingdom. Atlantis was sinking. But that mattered little to the ghost of Sparta.
Atlantis is left in shambles, but Kratos doesn't care, as he refocuses on reaching Sparta. After a little while, Kratos reaches the temple of Athena and confronts the goddess.
Athena! You lied to me! The gods lied to me! My brother lives. He lives! Athena!
Don't let your rage blind you, Kratos. There is much you do not know. Be warned. They will all try to stop you.
Kratos is in no mood for Athena's empty words of wisdom, and ventures on.
Help! I'm trapped in here!
After countless battles, Kratos once again encounters the strange gravedigger from Athens.
You should take heed, Spartan. The destruction of Poseidon's kingdom will not bode well on Olympus.
I care little for the gods.
And yet you walk beside them.
I did not ask for the throne of Ares.
You were given the honor to walk among the gods, and yet you spit on it like it was dirt.
The gods can keep their honor. I wish only to find my brother.
Try if you must, but you will not succeed. You will never find him. And in the wake of your destruction, you have sunk the only path to your salvation. This is all that awaits you at the end of your journey.
Not before I find Deimos.
Be wise, my son, and turn back now. Do not seek the domain of death.
Despite the foreboding warning that he will never find his brother, Kratos is undeterred and continues to fight his way towards Sparta.
Searching for the ghost of Sparta! Run for your lives!
Along the way, Kratos experiences a flashback to his youth as he prepares his brother Deimos with the harsh, yet necessary training of the Spartan army.
Don't let your guard down, Deimos! A Spartan warrior never lets his back hit the ground. Even in death, a Spartan stands tall for battle. You are a Spartan, are you not?
Yes, Kratos.
Back in the present, Kratos discovers that Erinis, the daughter of Thanatos, is hunting him, but his loyal Spartans refuse to betray the god of war.
I don't know where he is. Please, I swear to you.
My lord, I knew you would return. I have not failed you. I told the servants of death nothing. Elysium. Elysium.
You are a Spartan. Even in death, you stand tall for battle.
Thank you, Lord Kratos.
To reach Sparta, Kratos must traverse the harsh and dangerous mountain pass, where environmental hazards and enemies stand in his way. After a long trek through the snowy terrain, Kratos encounters Eranis, and they battle, as nothing will stop Kratos from reaching Deimos.
Eranis, the daughter of Thanatos, the god of death. Pain given form, evil given life.
Ghost of Sparta.
You cannot stop me. Nothing can.
After an epic clash, Eranis is killed, and Kratos obtains a new magic ability. Utilizing a power no mortal nor god should wield, Kratos unleashes the power of death upon his enemies. This sweeping void of energy is a powerful tool in combat that racks up the combo meter. Finally, after a long and hard-fought journey, Kratos arrives in Sparta, where he is celebrated with a hero's welcome.
Lord Kratos returns!
All hail the god of war!
The women of the local brothel are eager to please the god of war, and completing a minigame will reward a trophy. Satisfy the women 3 times in a row, and you will earn a special collectible. Now more at ease, Kratos approaches the Spartan training grounds, where he experiences another flashback.
After the Great War with the Titans, the Oracle had foretold the demise of the Olympian gods and the destruction of Olympus. She saw that it would be brought about not by the hands of the Titans, who thirsted for revenge, but by the hands of a mortal, a marked warrior.
Thinking this referred to Deimos, Ares and Athena kidnapped the young boy.
Whoever controlled the marked warrior controlled the fate of Olympus.
Ikari! Patronoles in Sparta Fera Ivan Kali.
Save you. Eithor and Nikoedatis. Itamet.
Ithera. Ines and Memralis.
Kratos! Help! Kratos!
Forgive me.
In the process, Kratos was injured, but ultimately saved by Athena. Now, Kratos resumes his search for answers as he makes his way towards the Temple of Ares, showing no mercy to those that stand in his way.
Be to Sparta.
Finally, Kratos reaches the Temple of Ares, where his devoted followers tear down the remaining remnants of the fallen god.
My lord, we shall make quick work of this, and erect a statue befitting of your glory. That's right, man! Now pull! All hail Lord Kratos, the god of war!
All hail Lord Kratos!
Within the temple, Kratos' inner turmoil manifests itself outward as he is forced to confront himself.
Yeah!
Kratos knew he had to return to Atlantis, back to the sunken city. Only there would he find the entrance to Death's domain, and the brother he left behind.
Unfortunately, the only way to reach Deimos is to return to Atlantis and enter Death's domain. To help Kratos reach Atlantis, his loyal servant brings him his old Spartan shield and spear, providing a new powerful option in battle. Before he can reach Death's domain, Kratos receives a warning from Thanatos, urging him to turn back.
Be warned, Ghost of Sparta. Do not pursue this path. The gods forbid it.
The gods have no power over me, Thanatos. Where is my brother?
If you persist, not even the fates will prevent me from ending your path. Ares was unwise to believe you could serve him.
Do not stand in my way, Thanatos. For Ares' blood is not the only I will shed.
As Kratos battles his way towards Atlantis, he finds Midas, and the body of his fallen daughter turned to gold.
Stay away! Stay away! I'm cursed. Stay away! Don't you see? Everything I touch. Gold. Midas.
For a trophy, attempt to open the golden chest for at least a minute. With the path forward blocked by the flow of a volcanic river, Kratos comes up with a creative, yet brutal way to cross. The gods won't allow Midas to die, but Kratos is far more accommodating.
Why won't the gods let me die?
Back on the surface, Kratos sets sail for the sunken city of Atlantis.
Kratos knew that deep within the raging abyss lay the answer to a question he was not yet prepared to ask. Was Deimos still alive?
Pulled down by the rush of the vortex, Kratos reaches Atlantis, where he receives a less than warm welcome from Poseidon.
You have desecrated my kingdom! I shall not forget this, Ghost of Sparta. You will answer for this affront.
By traversing the flooded ruins, Kratos encounters a few scared survivors and a ton of hostile enemies.
I think I can reach it. Just a little more.
Deep within the sunken city, Kratos speaks with Athena, who seeks forgiveness for her past actions.
It is not too late to turn back, Kratos. No good will come of this journey. The gods...
I am done with the gods. Return to Olympus and leave me be.
Your brother was a threat to Olympus, Kratos. What was done had to be done. Forgive me.
You were there. Why? Why did you help him?
I was there for you, Kratos. You had to be saved.
You should have saved him. I should have saved him.
There is more to this than you could possibly know, Kratos.
Lies and riddles. That's all you give me, Athena. I will save my brother, and you will stay out of my way.
Speaking in riddles, Athena provides little reassurance to an increasingly enraged Kratos, as she is clearly withholding information. Despite his frustrations, Kratos remains focused on reaching Deimos. Finally, after puzzle solving to unlock the path forward, Kratos reaches the Domain of Death.
the domain of death. A dark netherworld, nestled between the land of the living and the realm of the dead.
Ruled by Thanatos, this dark and depressing purgatory is filled with dangerous creatures. Standing between Kratos and saving his brother are the most difficult enemy encounters of the entire game. Especially when playing on harder difficulties, the battles were expertly designed to push you to your limits. Although brutally challenging, Kratos pushes through the onslaught of powerful adversaries and finally reaches Deimos. Unfortunately, the warm welcome Kratos was expecting is not received, as Deimos holds an intense resentment towards his brother.
Brother, you are safe now. Safe! You let this happen to me. You were supposed to protect me. Did you think I would forget? Did you think I would forgive? I will never forgive you, brother.
Left with no choice, Kratos fights Deimos, who unleashes years of pain and agony upon his brother. With his heart not in the fight, Kratos lets Deimos pound his face, but the arrival of Thanatos abruptly ends the beatdown.
me! Get up! Fight me! I hate you, Kratos!
And now, you will suffer for it.
Seeking revenge for the death of Aranis, Thanatos grabs Deimos and leaves him hanging over the Aegean Sea. Once the very place Kratos looked to end his despair and suffering, the bluffs now serve as a place of renewed hope and reconciliation, as Kratos and Deimos team up to take down Thanatos.
Spartan never lets his back hit the ground. Right, brother?
I will not lose you again, Deimos. Come! The fight is not over.
Kratos gives Deimos his Spartan weapons, and together they pursue Thanatos.
The Oracle may have yet spoken truth. The marked warrior shall bring about the destruction of Olympus. Ares chose poorly that day. He took your brother when it should have been you. None of that matters now. Nothing you do is of your own choosing. The gods do not decide my fate, Thanatos! The gods decide, and the Sisters of Fate make it so. You are nothing but a pawn in a game you don't even know is being played. Pathetic. Now is the time, Kratos. The beginning of the end. assassins.
Thanatos is killed by a vengeful Kratos, who becomes the embodiment of death itself. Kratos carries his fallen brother to the top of the mountain, where the strange gravedigger has a freshly prepared grave ready.
You are free now, brother.
Deimos is laid to rest as Kratos stares out over the sea, contemplating his life.
By the gods, what have I become?
Death, the destroyer of worlds.
Fueled by his thirst for vengeance, Kratos is the destroyer of worlds, destined to kill the gods.
It is done. You have let go of that which made you mortal. Your ties to this world are severed. You are ready to be a god.
Is this all a game to you, Athena?
No different from her brother Ares, Athena manipulates Kratos all the same, happy he is free from his earthly connections that may hold him back.
It is not over, Athena. The gods will pay for this.
Ultimately, the gods will suffer at the hands of the ghost of Sparta, and the game comes to an end.
Forgive me, brother.
In a post-credits scene, the mysterious gravedigger buries Callisto next to Deimos, with one final grave remaining, setting the stage for God of War 2.
Now, only one remains.
For the Platinum Trophy, you will have to complete the game on hard mode. If you are a seasoned veteran of the series, you can select this difficulty from the start. Otherwise, a second playthrough could be utilized once you are familiar with the mechanics, enemy encounters, and best strategies. As with any God of War game, hard mode is definitely a challenge, as the developers have expertly crafted the various encounters to progressively get more difficult as the game proceeds. As Kratos becomes more powerful, so too do the enemies he faces. Each new ability, weapon, and combo will be utilized, with the mastery of Kratos' complete moveset a requirement for victory. If at any point you want to practice or test out different strategies, the combat arena is available, where you can fight against opponents of your choosing. While playing through the story, be sure to explore thoroughly, as you will need to collect all Gorgon Eyes, Phoenix Feathers, Minotaur Horns, and Godly Possessions. You will also need to obtain as many red orbs as possible, so you can fully upgrade all weapons and magic. If you find yourself short of the needed red orbs, the combat arena is the perfect place to quickly farm for them. You will end up farming the arena at some point anyway, as the final godly possession can only be obtained at the Temple of Zeus bonus area after spending 1 million red orbs. The combat arena is also the perfect place to clean up any combat-related trophies you may have missed, such as executing a 1000-hit combo or incinerating 500 enemies. With the ability to grant Kratos unlimited magic, these are a breeze. The final step to earning the Platinum Trophy will be to complete the Challenge of the Gods. Similar to previous games, the Challenge of the Gods is a series of objective-based combat trials broken up into 5 Ares challenges and 8 Athena challenges. The main goal can be as simple as opening chests, or as difficult as defeating waves of enemies without taking any damage. Unlike previous games, these don't need to be completed in a single run, as this time, your progress is saved each time you complete a challenge, so you can take a break and try again later if you struggle at any point. While definitely tough at times, especially when trying to avoid damage from projectile attacks coming from unseen off-screen foes, these were overall far from the most difficult in the series. After grinding through the challenges, the Platinum Trophy will be yours. Overall, Ghost of Sparta is another excellent entry in the God of War series. When originally released on the PSP, the graphics were one of the most impressive for the handheld, and the visuals look even better on the remastered PlayStation 3 version. While Ghost of Sparta doesn't do anything drastic to stand apart from the other games in the series, it does follow the tried and true formula for success, with refined mechanics and polished gameplay, making for an overall smooth and engaging experience. The game is simply a ton of fun, and the perfect portable side adventure to the mainline series, expanding upon the depth and history of Kratos. With the Blades of Chaos now engulfed in flames, a variety of magical abilities, and the return of his Spartan spear, Kratos is ready to take out anyone and anything that stands between him and Deimos. This time, the driving force behind Kratos is not just vengeance and bloodshed, but rather, his rage is focused on saving his brother and healing their relationship. The narrative is a personal journey with an inward focus on Kratos' emotional turmoil and painful childhood. We get a glimpse into the harsh and regimented training that helped mold Kratos into the disciplined soldier and Spartan leader he later becomes. As Deimos is ripped away, Kratos marks himself with red paint to honor his fallen brother, setting into motion the downfall of Olympus. It isn't until he learns that his mother is not only alive, but keeping a dark and devastating secret that Kratos finds he has been lied to and manipulated by the gods he trusted. Filled with rage, it is hard to blame Kratos for his anger at the gods. At every opportunity, they prove manipulative and eager to screw him over, as even Athena holds secrets and ulterior motives. Hidden behind the facade and guidance of care and wisdom, at her core, Athena is no different than her brother Ares, willing to use Kratos for her personal gain. When everyone he cares about is gone, no one can be trusted, and there is nothing left to lose. Not even death itself can stop Kratos, the God of War. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time for Platinum Review number 71.